backstage of space, the border town of all universes.
Whoa!
You might call...
What? Imagine your favorite video game ending on a cliffhanger and having to wait years without answers. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Well, that's exactly what Xenoblade X fans had to go through. I was one of those people who played X back when it originally released in 2015, and the game's ending left a lot of things unanswered. There were so many things I wanted to know, but I just had to keep waiting. Until now. 10 years later, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition released, and they included a brand new story that takes place after the events of the main game. Will I finally get the answers I was hoping for? Let's find out. Oh yeah, and obvious spoiler warning for every Xenoblade game in this video. Also, there is a couple sections where I had to distort the game's audio because some of the music is copyrighted. Here is proof from my live stream VOD if you don't believe me. Yeah, it's lame. Chapter 13, Cause and Effect. In other words, F around to find out. What I've heard is that the new story actually is a lot more story-focused than the main game. There's a lot more cutscenes, actually. Oh. Okay, this is what we saw in the trailer. There's these giant, shouts to Subspace Emissary from Super Smash Bros. Brawl. You know, those giant bombs that go off and just suck everything in. Sort of similar to an Annihilation event from Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Happening in multiple locations on Mira.
We got reports of an unexplained phenomenon. Dematerialization events all across Mira.
What do we know about it?
Whatever it is, it happened in several places at the exact same moment.
Not the new voice actor.
Expanding spheres that swallow anything they touch. Any matter caught in the radius, gone without a trace. Not even in the EM spectrum. Gone like cow piss in a rainstorm.
Okay, he sounds different than Van Damme, but still talks like him.
A natural occurrence.
For the time being, the effects are localized and the expansion has been limited. But if this keeps up, it's only a matter of time until it reaches NLA as well.
You're saying NLA is in danger?
That's horrifying! Tatsu, prepare to evacuate at once!
And go where exactly?
That's what I was gonna say.
This is happening everywhere. Not like anywhere else is safer.
If it swallows everything, then no point putting up defenses, I guess.
It would be like spitting a hurricane in the eye.
First off, we'll need to gather concrete data. Let's find a place we can observe the phenomenon.
Good plan. Be extremely careful. There's no way to predict what might happen.
Sure. Though in all honesty, that's been pretty much par for the course since we set foot upon this planet.
You said it.
And this is precisely what we admire about humans. This attitude of all's well that ends with a bang.
I'd rather avoid any more bangs.
Okay, world's worst joke.
Elma?
I've got a hunch, Lynn. Everything that's going on, it can't just be coincidence. I can't shake the feeling. It's all connected.
Future connected. I really wonder why Van Damme's voice actor couldn't come back for the remake. It seems like everybody else's voice actor is still the same. Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe the other voice actors are just doing a good job and they sound like their original voice actors. But Van Damme is clearly not the same voice actor. Whoa, you can actually see them. Can I see any more? Hold on. Never mind, we're going into the cutscene.
Is that it?
It's just dark, inky blackness.
Not even light can escape from within. This is no ordinary phenomenon. This is beyond understanding. It's a nightmare.
If it was anything at all like a black hole, we should be getting anomalous mass readings. But there's nothing.
No point guessing. Let's prioritize getting any blades here to safety.
That sunset is nice. Is this a sunset? Or just everything is heading? We're gonna die! If you ignore the black bubble, then yeah, a beautiful sunset. What happens if I fly into it though? Should we find out? Am I gonna die? It's Origin from Xenoblade 3! Let's touch it, guys. What's gonna happen? Oh, it hurts! It actually hurts me! What if I stand on it though? It hurts. Can I get out? No, I can't get out of my skull. Okay.
Elma, look!
Oh. Oh, wait, those are the same aliens that attacked to Earth, right? In the cutscene? Or even in, yeah. At the very start of the game, the first cutscene. Ghosts.
But how? Why here?
Uh-oh, these guys are about to get bodied, aren't they? They're dead. Did they not notice the giant ball there? Bro, they look sick. Oh, dude, those are straight up Ouroboros cores. Do they even have like, they look like they even have like the Mobius infinity symbol in them too. Yep, bodied. From what I've heard, that this is kind of similar to something from Xenosaga, from what I've heard online. This was something shown off in a little trailer before the game came out.
Where'd they disappear?
Never played Xenosaga. I want to. I'd probably be even more hyped right now. Also, is this new music? Level 50 Ghost Acolyte. Oh, it's invincible. Are we literally just doing 0 damage here? Then do we just wait for... Oh wait, now we're doing damage, okay. Maybe there's a specific type of attack we need to be using that deals damage to it. Or maybe we can damage it only when it's attacking us. I don't know, there's clearly some type of strategy we need to be using here that I don't know yet. Hi. What was that sound Tatsu made? There's more now. The ghost barrier is blocking your attacks. It must be powered by one of its appendages. Oh. It gave me a tip to figure out what the heck is going on. Ghost orb center, ghost orb right, ghost orb left. One of its appendages, we need to destroy its weak spot. Target a ghost appendage that's still vulnerable. I know that, but I don't know which one is. They all say they're invincible, game. Oh wait, never mind, this one's not invincible. You know, I couldn't figure out by myself. The game had to tell me what to do. But hey, we got it in the end. Okay. Tatsu. Oh god, don't tell me we gotta fight all those. I don't think so, but...
Tatsu surrounded!
Uh-oh. There's so many of them.
This is a new song, right? Man, I'm not super familiar with all the music in this game, so sometimes it could be like an old song. But I do know there's new music. It's the shot from the trailer. There he is! Okay, this was a skell we saw at one of the first cutscenes in the game. This guy saved our lives at like the very beginning, before the game ever started. Here it is, right here. And he never showed up the entire game!
Ares.
That is an insane thing to do, to just show some character and have them never show up the entire game, except for the very start of the game. Bro's got an arm cannon like a Samus, and more Ouroboros cores on him. Thing is sick. Who are you?
No way. How's this possible?
What? No, he's running away from somebody. Oh, did he? Okay. I think he led an enemy away from us. He saw an enemy coming, didn't want us to get caught into the fight,
The Skell chasing that Ares just now?
The Vita.
Right.
PlayStation?
That's what I thought as well.
So the Vita that was the Skell that the final boss used, Luxar. I want to go after him. Probably not the smart thing to do, but that's what I'm choosing.
I know how you must feel. Still, this phenomenon, ghosts, the Vita, and Ares, we're just one squad. We can't deal with all of that ourselves. I suggest we return to base.
Dang, I knew it. Wild start. I mean, of course, I figured things always start off absolutely wild when it comes to Xenoblade.
And Ares.
I couldn't confirm who was piloting it, but that was an Ares, all right. The Prime, no less.
Metroid Prime?
Lynn, give me your take.
Yes, sir. Judging by the speed, the maneuverability, it's hard to imagine what else it could be. I think we know the pilot.
So what?
Lau?
Are you telling me he's
No.
still alive?
Oh, that's gotta be Lau then.
Alois Bernholt.
Oh, what?
Pilot of the first Ares, and the hero who saved us all. On that note, I've got some news for you too. But you're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
The Vita you all saw. Unfortunately, it's the real deal.
Wasn't it locked up in the Lifehold core?
I looked into it. It should have been safe inside, but there wasn't so much as a fart. Either one of those phenomena's to blame, or God knows what. In Ares, the Vita, chunks of the world vanishing. I've had just about enough of this.
You forgot the ghosts, Commander.
Ghosts?
Ghosts?
These beings we know nothing about. Could someone please bring us up to velocity?
Sad to say, we don't know much ourselves. An alien civilization opposed to the Ganglion. And yeah, that about covers it.
They were certainly opposed, but it felt like the ghosts were mopping the floor with them, and it wasn't even close.
They sent the Ganglion to pack?
Yep, it was pretty one-sided.
Ultimately, it was the battle between the ghosts and the Ganglion that cost us our world. We were the biggest losers in that.
It's not quite that simple. The ghosts are an omen, harbingers of doom. Back then, when we watched the Ganglion and ghosts clash with one another. Think, what happened?
The Earth was destroyed, yes, yes.
Earth was destroyed. What's more, that wasn't the first event of its kind. My home, the planet I was born on, it met with the same fate.
Oh.
Your planet? It was destroyed?
Mira disappearing. The ghost's arrival. Even the Ares. The dots all join up. It's connected.
Elma?
It's fine. The time has come for you all to hear the truth.
Huh?
Of how I lost my home. Twice over.
Oh? So this is why she wanted to
The
save
planet
Earth?
of my birth.
Holy, what is happening right now? Okay, we're getting a huge lore dump. Okay, what is this?
Lay in a vastly distant corner of the universe and evolved differently from Earth. But like Earth, it was home to descendants of the ancient Sumerians. We didn't wage war against other worlds. Ours was a peace-loving race.
The music.
Till the Ganglion struck, without a whisper of warning. Their aim was nothing less than to completely eradicate Samar's legacy. And furthermore, to claim the Ares.
Why do they want the Ares so badly?
How's the Ares come into all this?
I don't know the whole story either. Only... the Ares wasn't something we created ourselves. It came from our forebears. The technology was theirs. All we did was recreate it based on records and relics left behind by ancient Samar.
My brain is computing, is struggling.
But that means...
Right. The Ganglion are an artificial life form engineered by Samar. And the Ares is one of Samar's creations too. Which makes it easier to understand their motivations.
You think that's why the Vita was pursuing the Ares then?
However, we still have no inkling as to why the ghosts appeared.
I was just getting to that. As our fight against the Ganglion drew on, neither side seemed to be gaining any ground. Suddenly, dematerialization struck my homeworld. Then came a third side to the conflict, one hostile to both.
The ghosts?
Namely, the ghosts. The threat was new and unexpected and indiscriminate, attacking us and Ganglion alike. The fighting grew muddled, and my world, already brought to the brink by war, was now also losing landmass to the demat events. The fate of my planet was sealed.
Yo, that's sick. Art of Elma.
So, the Ares and I were sent with a mission to Earth. If the Ganglion survived, they would target you next as our fellow descendants of Samar.
Sorry, this art is so
the
cool.
last remaining threat.
Finally answers.
As for me, I was to gift you Ares tech, spurring your science to hopefully level the playing field. But in the end, I couldn't save the Earth, nor the Ares or the hero.
But they're alive. Okay, wait, dude, crazy. Okay, so everything that's kind of happening to us right now has already happened to Elma, and, you know, with the Ganglion attacking, trying to kill them, then the ghosts come in, destroy everything. Now, once it's just repeating itself. Bemoan Mira's inevitable plight. Let's not be a Debbie Downer. Be uplifting.
That's right. It may look grim, but we wouldn't even be here if it weren't for you.
Exactly.
Without you, Colonel, none of us would be here talking.
Thank you. Anyway, that's everything I have to share about me and the Ares. The Ares and the ghosts, they're indirectly linked through the Ganglion. And whenever ghosts appear, planets die.
You're saying that the Ares is the reason? It's the cause of all this? So we're gonna lose Mira just like Earth? Like your world?
Yes, most likely.
Hey, we just got here,
So
man.
we know what we gotta do,
Find another planet again.
right?
Do we just keep
We
running,
gotta get
though?
out there and find that Ares. Bada boom!
But wait,
Can't run forever.
why didn't the pilot just get in contact with us? What's the point of hiding who they are?
Commander Vandam,
What is it?
we detected scales in active combat. 2 units.
They finally come up on Frontier Nav, huh? This energy's unreal. Ain't your grandpappy skills.
You don't think...
Top order prediction would be an Ares in the Vita.
That saves us some legwork.
Quite. Let's move out.
You might be facing the Vita. I want you all out there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No need to pussyfoot around.
Hey, yo.
Stay frosty, Elma.
Roger.
What foot? Dude, this is fire so far. Okay. It's crazy after 10 years of waiting for answers on the backstory of Elma, we finally got backstory of Elma. All right. That's definitely the PlayStation Vita. And the Ares. that beautiful Xenoblade choreography. Good. Throw straight out of the Banjo-Kazooie. Good. Holy. Jesus. Slammed him into the ground. Okay. That thing makes the Ares look puny.
That's the Vita, all right.
But who's piloting it?
Okay, the cores are glowing. Okay, we're just gonna go straight, no armor, all Ouroboros form. Dude, it's crazy how similar it looks just to the Ouroboros forms from Xenoblade 3.
What the heck was that?
Search me.
Give me some serious heebie-jeebies.
Those were the cores.
Did it just suck them up? Absorb it?
Get ready.
Oh god. Alright, just one fight after the next here. Now I have Vita. PlayStation, by the way. Anybody ever own a PlayStation Vita? What is that? Take down the small guys. Concentrate on the babies. I'm taking a nap apparently on the ground at the moment though.
Colonel! Ghosts! Watch out!
When it rains, it pours.
Are they gonna help us, or? 'Cause I don't know if they're on the same side as the ghosts. Are they? Am I dumb? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. They want to kill that thing. That is gangly
They're
attack.
going after the Vita.
And we know the ghosts do not like the ganglion. Alright. Oh, it's time. He's taking the helmet off.
They're wising up. Never thought they'd get the jump on me. My bad. They've got the cores.
Oh no, he's hot.
Are you really... Al?
You're still alive? You dog! Where the hell have you been all this time?
He's cool. He's got like a little scar on his head there. He's got some earrings. He's got the swag.
Gang's all here. Plus a few new faces. Neat little sci-fi club.
Huh? What does big man mean?
He's saying he's happy to meet you all.
Wonderful. Spoken like a true mensch.
Sorry I worried you. Princess.
Princess?
Let it all out. We earned a big tearful reunion.
I need to know. Why did the Vita take the cores?
Oh, what? We gonna be all business?
Don't change the subject. Tell us everything.
Fine then. I'll spill. But first, I want to know about you guys. Bet you've got stories to tell too. As for the Ares, can you get it examined?
We can. Let's pause for now. We'll pick it up later. We're putting ourselves at risk by staying here. I'll arrange transport for you and the Ares.
Talk about the cold shoulder.
That's the hero? Alois Bernhold? Him?
You've never met him before?
He'd already been promoted by the time we joined the Colonel's team. So yeah, we weren't introduced. His star had risen too quickly.
He's nothing like they made him look on the government broadcasts. He's just like... a normal guy.
Oh, it's him all right. In the flesh.
Hey. This hero stuff, you mean me?
You know it. The great selfless hero who bought humanity a future at the price of his own life. Alois Bernholt. That's you, pal.
Seriously? That's not how I was hoping it'd go.
When it gets out that the hero survived, they'll be dancing in the streets of NLA. People will go nuts.
NLA?
I don't think I've heard a single
habitat.
person talk about it.
Right.
In
So
NLA.
I made it after all.
Thanks to a certain hero.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Ah, shucks, cut it out. Lynn, I'm really happy you made it.
Yeah.
Wow, though. You guys have been living it up.
What
Hey.
was that?
How's it poppin'?
Specifically, what's poppin'? Okay, specifically goes and talks to Lynn. Interesting. So maybe him and Lynn have some backstory. Maybe knew Lynn's parents. Kind of the vibe I'm getting. Also, some interesting relationship dynamic between him and Elma, it seems. Elma doesn't seem too fond on this guy. I don't know. He also called her princess. Was Elma, maybe she was the princess on her old planet? Maybe? Let's act casual, guys. We're cool. We're cool. We're chill. No biggie.
You got a lot to learn.
Cut the rook some slack. No one's born knowing your shtick.
No stress. I'll teach you the proper response later. I'm Alois Bernholt. Call me Al. Pleasure.
I think I saw
Here they
people on
are.
Twitter say that he looks like Alpharad. He kind of does. Yeah, we talked so highly about this hero guy, Al, and he just got absolutely bodied, though, by the Vita just then. What hero? Our first impression of this guy is him getting absolutely destroyed. I didn't come into this with very high expectations. I wanted to keep my expectations low because Xenoblade Definitive Edition also had a brand new epilogue story called Future Connected. And that one was okay. It was new content, it was free, so I can't really complain. But the story wasn't anything too special. This is already starting better than Future Connected.
Since the ghosts decided to give the Vita some lovin', does that mean they consider the ganglion to be a bigger threat than us?
Ghosts don't have that kind of independence. They swarm whatever happens to be in front of them, like iron filings drawn to a magnet. You can think of them as a force of nature. The conclusion my world's scientists arrived at was this. Ghosts are in essence the universe's corrective system.
Oh.
End quote.
A system? I think I get it. Like animals' instincts. Nature's way of protecting itself. Is it that kind of thing?
And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice. From the four horns of the golden altar which is before God, saying, To the sixth angel which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates, and the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the third part of men. Sound familiar? You might have heard it, in some shape or form.
Is that a Bible quote? What is that? That's a long quote.
That's some heavy stuff. And coming from you, it sounds all the heavier.
It's from an Earth text passed down on your world since antiquity. When I first read it, it felt to me like a kind of forewarning, a moral teaching from which to learn.
And what, now you think it was a prophecy?
I think it's historical record.
Huh?
Well, suppose the people of the past knew of the existence of such a system.
You're saying ghosts are angels of the apocalypse? Get real.
Then God is real too?
It would align with the facts at hand.
Gods and angels. Before, I would have laughed you right out of town.
Al confirmed atheist.
If I learn anything else, I'll let you know. For now, rest up.
Will do.
Al, you're going straight to medical.
I'm healthy as a horse, sir.
That's what worries me.
Come on, back me up here.
Stop moaning.
Elma, why are you aiming your gun at me? Stop that. Elma lived in America for like a couple weeks and look at her.
Can't believe how much you got up and running. I know I was MIA for a good long while, but it's not like you've had years.
Oh no, he's even more hot now. He changed clothes.
It's growing on me, this NLA.
Good.
Mind letting go of that grudge already, Princess?
I don't know what you're talking about. What exactly is there for me to hold a grudge over?
Well, since I left you alone for all this time, figured you were sour about it.
Okay. See, there's something between these two. They have a history.
Let's see. If only you'd stayed behind with me, I could have had it a whole lot easier than I did. Maybe it's obvious since you came to us from the Air Force, but your piloting skills were a cut above. Anyone could see your promotion would be just a matter of time. So when you left the team so soon after joining, I was happy for you.
They did know Lynn.
So if there was one thing I'm sour about, it's that I made you take the Ares. I'm angry at myself for that. When we were leaving Earth, I prioritized directing my team. So when you took the Ares and dove into the heart of the enemy swarm, I couldn't do much to stop you. A mistake. I depended on your skills too much. And so they crowned you a hero, made you the Ares' sole pilot, and you kept on protecting us. Until the day of the battle that ended with us crashing down on Mira and you. Gone. How I regretted it. Forcing the Ares on you. The way that I drove you into taking up the hero's mantle. So much guilt.
You didn't do that. I went charging off on my own. I was like a kid with a new toy, so I should have known better. Nah, I'm no hero. I was just terrified. Scared that I'd lose my place in the world, just like I lost my motherland when I was a kid.
Your motherland?
I needed the white whale intact. The Ares was just a means to that end.
A means, huh?
That's kind of a suspicious wording.
You know, I'm the same as you then. I lost the planet where I was born, and came to Earth with the Ares, an unwilling companion. But I think that's giving the thing far too little credit. The Ares wasn't just a tool. This Skell was always leading the way, guiding us where we're needed.
Needed? Here?
Yes. I'm glad you came back. Truly.
So either he's referring to Earth as his motherland. My theory is since him and Elma had some backstory and like some connection, I thought maybe he was also like another alien from Elma's planet. I could be wrong though.
Honestly, I'd be so much happier if I was helping to fix up the Ares. But they told me to get out of their way. They were all like, you just stick to your blade duties. How rude is that? Like, dude, I was even on the original Ares maintenance team.
It is strange. Lynn is literally one of the smartest people in the entire game, so they should definitely respect her.
You know, the first time I met Al, it was around the time I got assigned to Elma's team. You've seen what he's like. The others never really got his humor. So he was often all alone, like it or not. But I liked him. He was always kind to me. Maybe it's because He had a younger sister about the same age.
Oh?
They
Uh-oh.
got separated trying to flee their country. Seems it got pretty rough there. He hadn't seen her since then. Al always said that people need a place to belong. Not like a location or some specific address or whatever. It's more somewhere you'd keep coming back to. Somewhere people liked and trusted you. He used to talk about it a lot. I think the place his sister and family were, that's where he felt needed. But then it was taken from him. After that, he decided all of Earth needed him and took to the stars. The belief his family was alive and well somewhere down there, that's what made him decide Earth was worth giving anything to protect. After we lost Earth, the white whale became Al's home.
So you see, Lynn, that's what makes you part of my big, fat, happy family.
What the heck? Oh, that's... Lynn, your voice just got so deep just then. It's funny because it's obviously, the person who's playing Lynn's voice is a professional voice actor who can do voices, but when you think about it in the terms of a 13-year-old girl doing that voice, it sounds very funny.
Hearing that, I'd never felt so happy in my whole life. Now, I can't do it anymore. I can't just blindly trust Al's kind words. Too much has happened. We've been through too much since then. You're right. I might have been getting a little too up in my own head there. It'll take time to sort this out. Thanks for letting me ramble. I appreciate it. I feel better at getting that off my chest.
It is awkward sometimes, like, our character does not speak at all. Silent protagonist moment, giving me Zelda vibes. Lynn's like, thanks for letting me ramble, Mr. Nice Guy. Yeah, I can't speak. You're the only one who can speak. Just keep rambling all you want. I can't really contribute much to the conversation.
Really put me through the ringer.
Yeah, well, if you weren't organic, it would have been a lot easier for us, too.
Oh. Organic? So he is just a normal human? Actually, mims aren't technically biological.
Al's no mim, just good old blood and bones.
So he's just a human. I was wrong about my theory of him being an alien.
You thought all crew members were supposed to be mims, didn't you? But you see, Al here might just be the chosen one.
How is he not
the
aged?
Ares Prime needs a warm body to run.
Guys, does this matter right now?
You're right, but first, it's good to have you back, Al. The hero returns, and with him, our hearts are all uplifted.
Do me a favor and nix the hero thing. It's weird being put on a pedestal. Anyway, can I get a recap? I've missed a lot of scuttlebutt. I'm like a lost time traveler here.
Certainly. Let me give you the bullet points.
Lost time traveler. There's literally a side quest in this game where you help out a lost time traveler.
Al, where were you up until now?
To explain that part, I'll need the results of my skills analysis. You'll never believe me unless I give you something to back it up.
What are you trying to say?
We've detected a giant energy surge in the vicinity of Sylvalum.
This happens so often, man. I go an entire game pronouncing something one way, and then all of a sudden they finally say that word in a cutscene, and it turns out I was pronouncing it wrong the entire time. Well, how do they say it? I don't even remember how they said it. I always say Sylvalum, not Sylvalum. Oh. That That's scary. Wait. No, what? What is this? I'm trying to see if I recognized it, but I don't know if I do. It's massive. Okay, let's not bring back that meme. Is it a gangling ship? Because they got Void? Let's go Void.
My children will gather on this planet. Heed my voice.
Dude, this doesn't stop. There's just one thing after the next. And I was worried that this was gonna be like Future Connected. This is peak.
What is that ginormous thing?
And then that voice. Who's Void?
Void.
That's one of my favorite Smash players.
You know who that is, Elma?
Yeah, he's a Sheik main.
A primordial entity. It was Void who created Ares Prime. And the Ganglion. Their Void spawn too. You could call him their progenitor.
Wait a sec. That's who Luxar meant? His great one?
That's him? This entire time, this man's been yapping.
Then the old tales have come to pass. Even the Vita. Even the Great One's own vessel bested by these primates. It's absolutely sickening.
He's been yapping about this great one the entire time.
Yes, that's Void.
Then he was the one who handed my ass to me?
And that's why he stole the Vita, I would hazard a guess.
But why? Does he want to rally the ganglion and get right back to the killing?
Just so.
How the hell did he hear me?
I shall commence a contest in which survival is the prize. The best it will cease to be, as will this world. Indeed, I have borne witness to it innumerable times before. And I will be victor once more. I am he who brings worlds into concord.
I am he. You said the thing. Egil, is that you?
When he says he's seen this happen before. No. Then Elma's planet. And the Earth?
So this is all part of your grand plan, is it?
The best it must cease to be.
Way to throw down the gauntlet. How about you shut up and get out of my face? And give back Ares' soul!
The best it ceased to be.
I don't recall being bested. In fact, as long as I'm standing, I don't plan on being beaten.
You wish to prolong your struggle.
You bet. Better say your prayers.
It is good. Such is as life ought to be. A desperate effort to survive. Very well. We will meet at the world's end.
How much longer do we gotta keep fighting?
No. It's not so simple.
Huh?
Either way, whether we fight or not, this planet is on its way out. Just like my homeworld before it.
What survival means, then, is getting the hell off this rock. That'll be our fight.
We'll have to leave Mira
Al, please tell me you know of a way for us to do that.
Yeah. The key to leaving is the cores.
The ones the Vita took off with.
Well, that's
Without
just
the
great.
cores, humanity... No. All life on this planet is going to die. How are we doing with the Ares? If we're on schedule, the shocking truth should be revealed any minute now.
I'll get an update.
From here on out, it's uncharted territory. Put your thinking caps on. We're headed for the hangar.
Hold on, I gotta get my hat, guys. I'm not wearing my hat, I gotta put my thinking cap on. It just keeps going, guys. Is this thing in the sky? If I turn to my right and look up, is that thing gonna be in the sky? Oh my god, it is. Oh, we can't get to it. There's an invisible barrier that's blocking me. Fantastic, it's outside the barrier. But can we touch the tip? Ayo? Oh, it's right there. It's right there, just touch it. Ah, dang it.
The first major thing we discovered through analyzing the Ares is the following. The universe in which planet Mira exists, though it might be better to say dimension,
What?
is not the only one, as we have now detected several others outside of it. We're talking parallel dimensions.
Parallel dimensions, huh? Not the first time Xenoblade games have dealt with those.
After the battle that ended with the White Whale crashing, me and the Ares were cast into a space between all those.
The navigational data from the Ares backs up the existence of the place he's talking about. What's more, our previous attempts to find the Lifehold core, and our studies of the floating landmass Volataris, which accompanied Void, have all led us to hypothesize such a possibility. The new data we got from the Ares has helped us tie this all together. It's led us to the truth of the matter.
When Void said that he brought worlds into Concord, this is what he was hinting at then?
No, he was talking about the failed
Based on
video
these
game Concord.
We have concluded that the universe that Earth belonged to, and the universe that we're in now with Mira, are in fact completely separate.
So we're just in completely different universes. Somehow we traveled between.
Plus, we now know that the past universe, at the point of Earth's destruction, disappeared entirely along with it.
Okay, come on, Klaus. Is this really? See, that's the thing I didn't understand. I was like, how can Xenoblade X be in the same, the same universe as Xenoblade 1, 2, and 3? Because there would be like two different Earths, because we saw the Earth with Klaus, and then there's the other Earth in Xenoblade X. But I definitely feel like they're totally going to merge Xenoblade X into the main series story and make this game canon. Because a lot of people were like, oh, Xenoblade X is just it's a spin-off, it's non-canon. But no, dude, this game, they're definitely gonna make it canon. It's totally canon.
The whole universe?
Void's catchphrase, the best had ceased to be, this is what he meant. But then, what does this fact tell us?
Let your eyelids droop. Okay, just pretend to fall asleep like, oh, all this is going way over my head. I'm sleepy, guys.
We managed to escape the destruction of the Earth's universe and came to this one. We survived. Isn't that proof enough?
That day, the destruction of the universe caused a massive energy displacement. And that's what allowed us to escape to Mira, by luck bordering on the miraculous.
Klaus.
It's just
and his shenanigans.
Logic based off of old records, but that sounds about right.
Maybe it has something to do with it, I don't know.
If we could produce an amount of energy roughly equal in magnitude, then hypothetically, it just may be possible to escape from this universe as it disappears.
Okay, but is that kind of thing physically achievable? Oh.
That's right. That's where the Ares comes in. Rather, the cores that are the source of its power.
So that's why Void made a beeline straight for it.
Our battle had already begun. You just didn't know it. And hence, that slimy bastard threw the first punch.
Nice. We'll need a strategy if we're gonna pull through. I mean yesterday. Wait.
I'll reach out to Maurice at once.
Thanks.
we have a strategy in place. Attend to your usual duties.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Now, seeing as you're unemployed, I'm conscripting you. Go lend your buddies a hand.
Sounds more like being press ganged.
Call it what you like. You gotta earn your keep.
Fine, you win.
Oh, that's it! Act 1, complete. Oh, he's the final party member. Okay. He looks cool, right, chat? But I do think we could perhaps improve upon how he looks. You may be asking right now, Mr. Nice Guy, how exactly do we improve on this? That's how, by giving him cat ears. or an eye patch? Oh no, that's hot. Look at that. Okay, we're keeping the eye patch on. Al, could you get any more cooler, dude? Eye patch, seriously? You're trying too hard. I'm straight, that's hot. Very contradicting. I am straight, I promise. But for Al? Now, I'm Al. I'm Big Gay Al from South Park. And that means I can pilot the Ares. Oh, it's cool. Oh no, it's cool. It's so cool, chat. Whoa, it just runs? What the, dude, that's sick, it just books it. Okay, I was not expecting that. I thought it was gonna go into car mode, like the Ares that Loud used. Bro, this is so cool. I feel like I'm a Titan out of Attack on Titan or something. Just booking it, just crushing people's houses through the park. Imagine you live in this house right here and I'm just like, just jumped over it. Just laying on your roof right now, in your backyard. Okay, that's sick. The second Project X? Oh, because, okay. Project Exodus was originally us leaving Earth to find a new planet. Well, now we have to do it again. We have to leave Mira to find a new planet. Can we start off this act with a joke about cooking Tatsu?
We got a basic plan drawn up. Meet me in command.
Roger.
Who's Roger? Dang it, guys. The new chapter hasn't had a single Tatsu is food joke. This is terrible. The worst thing of all time.
We've been witnessing ganglion remnants stirring back to life, all across Mira.
They're as vulnerable as us, what with the demat events and ghosts. But they've also got a new objective that'll have lit a fire under them.
Objective? Oh, Void's floating continent.
Volataris is a special place. Those who heard Void's call have begun some holy pilgrimage there, for the promise of a new world under their creator's leadership. They may be fragmented at best, and little more than a minor nuisance, but these recent events granted them new purpose.
You'd think they'd want to regroup quietly. Instead, they're out there raising hell.
I'm glad they've kicked the blues, but throwing an all-you-can-loot and plunder buffet? That part I don't love.
Remember, they were a coalition. Their mission, to eradicate Samar's descendants, including us. Tiger cannot so easily change its stripes.
The fight for survival, it never ends, huh?
We've come a long way indeed. This place, it is our second home. We've overcome the odds, made it a safe haven. Demat events, ghosts, ganglion. We must remain firm against these ever-present threats. In addition, we must reclaim the cores Void stole, prepare to leave for a new world. Bluntly, the only choice left for us now is to run.
In other words, we're talking about a second Project Exodus.
I mean, the last Project Exodus ended up crash landing here. I don't know if we need a second one. It's like getting a Titanic 2, Electric Boogaloo. Say that you don't want to leave either. Say it is what it is.
The dematerialization phenomenon is spreading, and eventually it will engulf the planet in its entirety. This truth is unequivocal. And this time it's not just humanity's future that's at stake. Our aim now is to evacuate all races that live on Mira.
Every single one?
Even the Napon.
Any life forms we cannot communicate with will not be considered.
That's quite, how should we say, egoistic, no?
This is like, again, last time we had to do Project Exodus, we had to leave millions of people behind on Earth to die. We could only select a certain subject of humanity, and we gotta do it again, I guess.
However, this isn't the first time humanity has made opportunistic, discriminatory choices, and it will not be the last. We're not gods. We each have one life, and in its course we must bear the burden of our sins.
Okay, but even narrowing it down just to the sentient races, will that work?
Good point. If our only choice is to build a lifeboat, making something big enough, it's gonna take some time.
We've agreed on a cooperative partnership with the Manon to obtain the ship.
We're going to use the Manon ship, the one over NLA.
You betcha.
Is that big enough?
Eyeballing it should have the capacity. Enough to carry all evacuees. Of course, it'll need a fair bit of retrofitting. We'll need to incorporate the Ares jump drive and the Lifehold Core's protoplasmic fluid system. But if we work together, we should make it before the Reaper comes a-knocking.
Why, that's feeding 3 cooks with 1 stove.
Right, so that part we've got tied up with a bow.
We've already contacted all known Xeno communities. They should be apprised of the plan. Sadly, some of them did respond they're planning to go down with the planet, but most are currently in the process of relocating to NLA.
Then we've got no time to lose.
Right.
As of now, all active Blade personnel are ordered to give this plan the highest degree of priority.
Broadly, we have 2 objectives. Helping to construct the escape vessel and supporting those who want to come to NLA. It's all hands on deck. We may require troops to take assignments across division lines. Be ready for anything.
Roger.
Roger. How many times have we said Roger in this news story so far? I feel like it's been like at least 6.
Up, up.
Let's bro, when you run with him, he says hop up.
Up, up. Up, up. Up, up. Up, up.
Hop up, hop up.
Here's the deal, right? You know how we're helping wire in the Ares jump drive system, don't you? But actually, we're not really experts on this skill and Ares stuff, are we? So we went and asked that fandom guy, and he said you guys are the usual go-tos around here.
I see. Let me guess. You'd like us to go to the hangar and advise your scientists?
You got it!
We'll go now.
Wow, thank you!
You're gonna do it sound a little different.
The pizza toppings!
Oh, the pizza! You guys want to hear my Manon impression? Let me just clear my throat.
Hi, I'm Manon. Yes? Can I have some pizza? No?
Up, up. Up, up. Up, up. Up, up. How's it poppin'?
God, what's poppin' again?
Saying that.
His idea of a gag. Don't get too hung up on it.
That's right. Someone asks how it's poppin', you say?
Terrible, of course. Yourself?
Better than you, meaning terrific.
What is this?
Tatsu mystified.
I'm with you, Tatsu.
Hey, Al. Ask me.
Hey, Gwen, how's it poppin'?
Naturally terrible, and how about you?
Not awful enough for you to be worrying about.
Huh?
What is happening?
Say, you've been out of this world. Got any words of wisdom for us from the great beyond?
It's not that kind of highfalutin place. More than anything, it was dull, like a cheap roadside motel.
Please, we would love to hear your choice morsels.
Me too. Color me curious.
Way to gang up on me. I'm warning you, it's a slog.
Fix Al with an unblinking, pleading stare. Please?
Before the white whale crashed, a bunch of ghosts got me cornered. I was cut off.
So this is from the first cutscene in the game. It's insane that we see this cutscene at the very start of the game, and now 100 hours of playtime later, we're finally getting more details about it. Oh, this is new though.
Just as my goose seemed cooked, something opened up in front of me. And also, I felt this huge pull at the same time. My body inside the Ares. We were being sucked right in through the opening. Beyond that was a sight to behold. If space could have edges, that was a place where you could see them all. Thinking about it now, and to get a little technical, it was a nexus of parallel universes. It was like the backstage of space, the border town of all universes.
Whoa!
You might call...
What? Hold on. Wait, whoa. Shulk and Fiora moment. I knew they were gonna bring this into Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, and 3. What is this? That's me. It's Shulk. And there's Fiora. What the heck is this? You said that scream scared you. This scared me. I got jump scared by Shulk. So this guy was in between dimensions and universes, and he was getting sneak peeks into the Xenoblade 1 universe. Are we about to see the Xenoblade 2 and 3 universe as well? Probably not the 3 universe, right? That wouldn't make any sense. It would make sense for him to be in between the Xenoblade 1 and 2 universe, but 3, not.
Call it a rift between worlds. Light years beyond the realm of human science. But strangely, most of the Ares features kept functioning as normal. Sure, the sensor suite adapted for human tech kept throwing errors. But the main transceiver never stopped logging huge quantities of some kind of data. And you might think I dreamed all this up, but somehow I could understand what that data was. Not logically, intuitively. You ready? Well, what came flooding into me in the Ares was the consciousness of all living things across all universes.
What the heck? No, what the heck? Hey, whoa. Now we have Mio and... Okay, I thought they were going to show Xenoblade 2. I was like, okay, Xenoblade 1, 2, okay, but look at that, this is that scene with, there's Noah right there holding Mio's flute. Mio's got cut out right there. That's Noah's butt right there. That's unmistakably Noah's butt. He's got a dump truck on him. We all know that.
Instinctively, I stopped myself from trying to perceive them one by one.
Show me something from
Human
Xenoblade 2.
brain isn't built to handle something like that. I could tell in an instant.
Too much data. Overload.
I think I got that one from an old sci-fi flick, but I'd say it was the right call.
This is how I feel trying to take in all of this information right now.
Now, the Ares was a step ahead of me. It sifted through that huge torrent of data, presented me with the information I most wanted in that moment.
There they are! I'm so distracted. I want to see all these. Oh my god. Oh, it's Rex and Pyra. Oh, this is all you gotta do to make me happy. Is just show some stuff from the other Xenoblade games and the other Xenoblade games. Just bring it all together. Takahashi, I love you.
How to escape the world of the Rift and get back to this one. The Ares was kind enough to show me the way back home.
What if he chose a different
It's thanks to its help that I came back at all.
universe to go to? Could he have just gone to the Xenoblade 2 universe?
The universe Earth was a part of was destroyed. This one with Mira is a completely different one. So maybe back is the wrong word.
Sounds like quite the trip. So that's your plan for us to leave this universe? You're proposing we use the Ares to make our escape?
Well, more or less.
I'm afraid it's peak, chat.
But?
I don't really understand exactly how I got here. One slip up and I'd be washed away in that stream. I might never have been able to escape it. That world. It's a mind prison.
A prison?
Void Seat. I think he was held there. His consciousness, at least. You told me about the Vita, how it was a vessel to facilitate Void's coming. I guess what it did was channel his soul in some shape or form, freeing him of his shackles.
What does that mean, though?
Now hold on a sec. That's like how our MIMs work.
No way.
All the loose threads seem to be coming together.
Perhaps Void escaped from his cell by tracking the Ares as it left the rift between worlds. It would explain the impeccable timing. And here's the kicker. The thing that's in the Vita, it's not just his mind, it's his body, too.
There's just so much. This is more than I expected.
When the Ares first appeared in this world, it was shortly before we encountered you, right? Then the Ghost's appearance and the DMAT events. It's possible that it caused both of them to manifest.
Wait. I see you trying to connect all the dots. Don't you think you're jumping the gun?
Maybe. But when Void showed up and attacked my world to claim the Ares, think about it. That was exactly when the Ghosts appeared.
Huh. What are we thinking then? Cause and effect, or... Void said he brought worlds into Concord. I feel like I'm starting to get the picture here.
I'm not.
We need you in Oblivia. Hoping you can track down a man-on engineer.
Roger.
Again with
Let's hear the details.
Here you go. The guy is in charge of the jump drive design. Apparently, he had a part in mind for the Crux, but it was sitting in a ganglion stronghold, so we had to get it.
That's a bold move, Commander.
What can I say? These are desperate times, so... We did assign an escort, but then Ganglion found him and we lost contact.
Understood. That's enough to go on. We'll head for Oblivia ASAP.
Good hunting.
Let's move.
I think we need a Roger counter. Anybody want to keep track of all the times to say Roger in the chat? You're such a fanboy, dude. When you've been following, when everything is it's just good, okay? It's good.
Who goes there?
Female voice. Oh, it's her. We're homies. So we chill.
It's you.
You again. I see. Looking for your friends, are you?
Do you know where they are? What happened here?
The people of Roth have accepted your exit strategy. We decided to send our younglings to NLA first. We were passing through here en route. where we encountered and assisted human troops in combat with the Ganglion. We were able to claim victory, albeit at a price. I'm transporting our wounded.
Now I see. We thank you.
There is no need. Your friends are safe with us, undergoing treatment at our stronghold.
Ms. Boyd, did you see a Manon in the soldiers' company?
I have not seen any, no. But there were other units. Maybe they escorted them.
Could we accompany you now, on the way to your stronghold?
Yes, you may.
What's going on?
Well, looking like I get to test out
half done.
my new mech. Hyper Blast, let's go. Hermes shot. I sound like a Pokemon trainer. Go Ares, use Chaos Cannon! This is the home of the kitties right here. We're inside their giant litter box with all the sand everywhere.
We were sure that was the end for us, weren't we?
Tatsu breathed sigh of relief. Thanks to Kitty Cat friends.
Meow. My deepest thanks for rescuing our friends. We're in your debt.
No need. We are allies. But still, Void's appearance here fills me with unease.
You know something about Void?
I swear, every time they talk about Void, I think about the Smash player.
It serves to sustain me as his material vessel. Consider the battle for Earth. There, from his Vita, did he command the Ganglion.
However, in the chaos after Earth's destruction, his consciousness departed the machine, leaving it a shell, to be pulled in by Mira and crash to her surface, as did you.
Al, what you said earlier.
Yeah. As I suspected, he'd only linked his mind to the Vita, while his body stayed in the rift. Seems to track. Mira really is a welcoming kind of place. Just
No,
like Klaus said.
Wow!
Lao said that?
Al, what? When did you see Lao? How?
It was when I was drifting inside the rift.
But that's...
You ever heard of Nirvana?
The band?
Some religions have the concept, and that space might just be it.
Big fan.
As I was floating along, guided by the Ares, while I was looking for a way into this universe, I made a little layover in an eerie kind of place.
Oh, this, okay, I was wondering, like, when do we get to the part where he meets Lao? How did he meet? So he was the guy in the hood, as I kind of figured. But how, why, when, where, why is Lao alive? Answers, please, now.
Fancy seeing you here.
Well?
How long has it been? I don't think we ever spoke after I left Team Princess.
Team Princess? That's new.
I thought you died defending the White Whale, back before it grounded on Mira.
Well, you know, if this is the afterlife, maybe I did. So, how about yourself? Are you dead?
Yeah.
Oh, he's just dead? I thought he was alive still. Dang, the Ares trolled the entire time?
Our friends. I sold intel to the enemy to get back at those who got my family killed.
10 years of my life without Lao has been alive.
Really, I'd just given up. It wasn't about grief or retribution. Plain despair tipped me over the edge. It wasn't the right thing to do. And I knew it. I knew And I did it anyway.
Now you're just sulking, pal. A guy as good as you?
Just don't. What Lynn said. She said, it's what makes us human. Corrupt and disgusting. That's what humans are. She's a good kid. Always trying to put herself in my shoes. I could never atone enough for making a child like her wade into that muck. My hopelessness, it wound up infecting her as well.
And that's why you accepted death? Decided to just give up and wait for it?
Yeah, soon. I'll see Charmaine and Chenchi.
Oh.
I get this might be what you want, but not me. So what if this place is the afterlife? I'm itching for more living. People still need me. Humanity still needs me. I've got unfinished business, and until I finish it, I can't rest.
That's right. That's you to a T. Not me, though. Scram now. You know the way, right?
Yep. We got the best guide around.
The world I came from. It's a welcoming kind of place. Everyone's ready for your big return.
I sure hope so.
If you make it, pass a message to Lynn. Humans are disgusting. Stubborn and treat others cruelly. But if she realized this, it means she's anything but.
Oh. The
Tell
modes
her
of
to
light. Tell her to live. Dude, that was chills, that scene. That song is so good, and Lau's voice. I can't believe I went 10 years of my life thinking Lau was alive still.
Lau. I'm not what you think I am.
No more fighting, Lau.
No, Elma, not like this!
Step aside, Lynn.
We're all on the same side here! Even then, when I stood up for you, honestly, it was just so I wouldn't have to be sad again. I never could figure him out. It was all so childish. I was acting so immature about everything. But back then, you stood up to defend Lau, just the same way that I did. If you hadn't done that, maybe I wouldn't have stuck it out and run away instead. I would have stayed a child to the very end.
Yes. And if you hadn't stood in my line of fire that day, we would have all been as disgusting as he thought. Your actions are what saved us from that hollow despair.
You don't need pretty excuses here. It's all part of life. You gotta take the good with the bad. Anyway, he told you to live. End of message.
I love how they brought back that whole scene with Lau in chapter 11 there. That was one of my favorite scenes in the entire game. And they just brought more importance into
Colonel Elma!
That was him. Oh god. That
What
Doug?
was that? What's going on over there?
Elma, wasn't that?
Yes. The leader of the escort from before.
Didn't they say they were going to Lakeview Stronghold in Noctilum?
Not
Then
Doug.
we go too.
Yeah. Hope we're not too late.
They up in the emotions in these cutscenes in this epilogue here, man. It's feeling more similar to the Xenoblade, you know, the main trilogy of games. These cutscenes really, getting deep.
The whole team's dead. And look.
That better not be the important man on we need, right? What was it?
Why? What are you doing this for? You want to leave this world too, right?
I don't think so, because we
There's
got him
no
already.
need to be doing any of this.
I wish to know death.
What?
Huh?
Then let me kill you.
The fear of death is a powerful motivation in creatures like you. Yea, stronger even than your lust for life. I wish to understand this.
And that's why the slaughter?
You think by killing them yourself, you'll get what it's like to fear death?
What was it you called our fight against you? A contest for survival? That's a contest to defy death. You started a war without knowing that?
The best it will simply cease to be. That is not death. Self-evidently, as I have no conception of it. Ceasing to be is simple non-existence. But death, when you speak of it, is wrapped up in many a complex emotion. That I wish to know.
And then? After that?
I have not considered it. You will find my desires are not rooted in emotion. Actions are all. They occur automatically, driven by inevitability.
But it's nonsense. How is that a reason to kill? Why do this?
Enough. Don't try to understand it, Lynn. He can string all the reasoning he likes. But when you get down to it, this guy is pure evil. Our enemy, nothing less.
But...
Maybe it's better that he's just a pure evil being, so we don't have to feel bad for him when we kick his butt.
Exactly. If we want to argue with him, it'll be with guns.
Right. Lynn,
The American way.
we're here to make sure we don't lose anyone else today. That's our mission.
Understood.
Ooh! It's hard to fight!
You're up next. Scum!
That was a weird delivery. Scum!
You are unlikely to teach me what I wish to know.
Shut up!
In any case, you will come to my abode.
When he stopped after saying that we will come, I got a little concerned.
The contest continues. As this world's time draws ever closer.
Oh, I ran away. I want to try out my overdrive.
What a train wreck. That creep really gets me seeing red. Makes me gag.
Let's do a quick head count.
Roger that.
They said Roger again. There it is. They said it.
What's this?
Looks like the part they were after. They found it.
Looks like it, yeah.
Then we need to get this back to NLA. We can't let their sacrifice be in vain.
Yeah.
Bro, Lynn has been she's been depressed this entire additional story so far. She sounds like she's on the brink of tears right now. Poor girl, man.
Commander, we'll get him. We'll win his little game. We must.
Lynn.
Damn straight. These lives won't go to waste.
Not to rain on your parade here, but how are we doing with the Ares?
We're making making good progress thanks to you, aren't we? We have some news, so would you mind stopping by the restricted hangar after this?
Sure thing, we'll be there.
It wasn't easy, but the mission was a success. Good job.
Let me guess, is this the end of Act 2? Or not? Alright, Act 2 continues. Good, because I don't want it to end yet. I'm invested.
Hey, how's it poppin'?
No, stop it!
Tatsu terrible, clearly. And how is friend Al?
Even worse than you, I bet.
But
What's
that's not
poppin'?
the correct follow-up.
Brand new whip just hopped
I like
in.
to mix it up, keep you on your toes.
Al cannot flip script.
Elma, this vegetable come with a volume knob?
Oh! They did it! They did it, chat! They did it! They made a Tatsu's food joke! Let's go! Woo! They did it! Yeah! Finally, the first Tatsu's food joke in the entire epilogue!
I heard the Ares was recreated on your planet. But how much do you actually know about it?
You're correct about it being recreated. Here's the truth. We excavated an ultra-ancient frame and fitted it with auxiliary power and plating. It might be more precise to say we jury-rigged it to run.
So you've got nothing to say regarding the cores then, I take it?
If I did, don't you think I would have told you when I first got to Earth?
Yeah, you got me there.
Vexing, isn't it?
The Ares cores. I learned they're based on a device that existed eons ago.
A device?
A space-time bender. It moves things into different universes and all that.
Huh? Sounding like some conduit type stuff.
A meta doohickey.
What did Klaus call it? A meta universe manifold? That was Galea, not Klaus, that said that.
It's a common trope in the old movies, right?
Yeah, except real.
The energy that the Ares could deploy thanks to the cores was in a league of its own. According to simulations, you put the pedal to the metal, space bends like a straw.
I see.
If that's true, what chance do we have of beating Void?
Let's go, Void! I'm not very good at Smash compared to Void is, so I don't know. Declare that time is still on our side.
How do you know?
The fact is, he took the time to come and taunt us. It means he's still getting ready.
I was just trying to stay positive.
Well, even supposing he's through the prep phase, you can't just rock it off.
What do you mean?
For all his rambling and raving, if the cores were enough, he could have left by now, brought the world into concord, or whatever his tagline was. But cores alone won't cut it. We figured it out while analyzing the Skell. When I was transported inside the rift along with the Ares, machine and mind got melded together. We became inseparable.
What?
I won't pretend to understand, but it wouldn't have been possible for a living human to hold onto their self there otherwise.
I'm seeing the green, making me think of Pyrocore Crystal, but...
So,
that just me being a crazy Xenoblade fan?
The cores won't be able to deploy their full power.
Melted with the Ares. I think I get it. Not in the physical sense of being one thing, but like an engine running under the hood?
Damn, you're sharp, Lynn. But the analysis didn't stop there. Better hold on to your seats. While
I'm holding on.
I saw where the rivers of consciousness converge. Something like the crossroads between universes. Even if we get the Ares and cores running, if we can't sync ourselves to that, we won't be going anywhere. Annoyingly.
Is it a question of timing, then?
Put simply, yes. And here's another nugget spun off from the Ares analysis of the rift. The streams of consciousness converging on that universal nexus. Structurally, they're extremely similar to the Lifehold core.
What?
Remember what we were talking about before? How Void projecting his mind into the Vita is a lot like the way humans survive inside MIMS. Even with a life hold trashed, your consciousness is still being stored somewhere.
Yeah, and we still don't know
Not by
why.
technology, but by some much larger universal mechanism.
But that's crazy.
The conduit.
This universal mechanism.
Everything is the conduit.
What is it?
Dunno. It's just that when I was there, I felt it. You guys. People's lives. It was strange, like I was enveloped by this constant something.
And the Ares can tap into that? This, like, gathering place of minds?
More like souls, even.
Call it what you like. If we make it out of this universe alive, you'll get to experience it yourselves.
It also sounded very Origin-like.
Anyhow, in order to pull off our great escape, we'll need those 6 cores. We'll need me, the Ares, and some miraculous timing. That's how we sync to the Nexus, or die trying. In matter of fact, Void's no fool. He'll have cottoned on by now.
But if that's the case, why hasn't he attacked NLA yet?
If he did, he might end up killing Al. He won't want to risk destroying the Ares either. Still, once he gets his ducks in a row, I expect he probably will try something.
Okay, so what's our game plan? What do you think, Rook?
Me?
You better knock this one out of the park.
I mean, I've played a couple Xenoblade games or two. Tell Al that you'll be done and back in time for lunch. Yes, I'll take it on all by myself.
Home run! I'll hold you to it, bud. Hey, how's it poppin'?
Bonding time.
Terrible.
Don't
How about you?
stop saying this. I
Better
swear.
than you, in other words, terrific. You hear that? Rook's answer?
Yes, and you seem pleased.
Yeah.
Although, why did you want someone else to make the call?
If I get taken out, I want to know there's someone I can trust with mankind's future. And the Rook seems well suited.
That isn't like you.
That's what we need right now. Someone who loves this world. The world and its people, warts and all. I need someone to take over my duty.
You need another you, in other words. When we were leaving Earth, you ignored my pleas and rushed off to fight without a thought for your safety.
Okay, wait, we're getting like new footage from this event. It's on Earth. It looks like the white whale.
You look after the refugees. I'll protect the ship from outside.
Just look at their numbers. You can't shift the balance, not with a single Ares.
Yeah, well, you never know until you try.
Al.
I'll cut through their ranks, make you an opening. I'll protect you to the last. People of Earth. Not snuffed out here!
It definitely looks like the white whale while it was still on Earth.
You're right. Those eyes, they're just like yours back then.
Man!
The jump drive is still in the experimental phase, but otherwise, the White Whale 2 is ready. We'll be unveiling it shortly if you'd care to step outside.
We'd be thrilled.
They say white whale too.
Shall we check it out then?
Sorry, that just like went over my head for a second.
Yeah, I can't wait!
with thrill.
White Whale 2, Electric Boogaloo. I was just gonna say that, Tiff. The new epilogue is just, it's mostly just cutscenes. Hey, the reason why I love the Xenoblade games is for the stories, so I'm enjoying this. I get to just sit back and be like, cinema, it's peak. Just sit back and watch the show. I'm like you guys, I'm just a viewer right now. We're just all enjoying a movie together, basically. Whoa, wait, did we modify? Oh, we modified the Manon ship. Oh, those look like straight up the Lifehold Core stuff we found.
Thanks to all your efforts, we now have a ship capable of withstanding even the longest voyage. Preliminary tests of the jump drive are showing promising results. All that's left is to support those who have not yet relocated to NLA, and to guide our current residents through the necessary procedures.
If the ghosts of Ganglion make a move, or further dematerialization occurs, we have the ability to launch the White Whale 2, even before all residents have boarded. Naturally, we'll keep you apprised. We may be forced to make a snap decision. So do be advised.
Once everyone's safely on board, it'll be time to go on the offensive.
Yeah, it'll be all-out war. Any more vessels to escort, and we wouldn't have a snowball's chance of guarding them all.
But this way, there's a single point of failure.
Either way, if we lose the Ares, we'll be dead in the water.
Going all in? I say bring it on.
Changing the topic, where will we be going to?
How are we supposed to know that?
Ideally, a new universe. But we could also end up stranded inside the rift for the rest of time.
Oh.
Come what may, it seems we will be left as happy as a pig in a blanket.
I'm gonna go on a limb here. I feel like they're saying, okay. From the way Future Redeemed ended, and the way things are going now, I'm going to assume the new universe we end up in will be the universe of Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, and 3. That's just a theory, though.
Not to ruin the moment, but duty calls. A blade named Kylie had a request concerning a friend. They've not made it to NLA yet. Mind getting the full lowdown?
Of course. Right away.
Thanks. She should be by the cathedral in the residential district.
There's more! It keeps going! Man, I really feel like they had so many things planned out for a sequel to Xenoblade X, and they did not have enough time to they just throw it all in this epilogue here.
Here's the thing, there's a friend I've met in the course of work, and she's not here yet. Any chance you could go look for her?
That's a little worrying for sure.
Right? I'd love to go myself if I could. But my team's ushering people onto the lifeboat, so I'm kinda tied up.
Understood. We're on it. Any idea where we should start?
Thanks very much. Her usual residence is in Sylvalum at the Delusion's North Summit.
Sylvalum again. I wonder how the Manon feel that we just completely changed the name of their ship. This isn't the Manon ship anymore, this is the White Whale 2! What has changed here? There's a new door. What is this? This is new. Where does that go? Oh, what if? What if we go in here and that leads to the new area? Whenever we can go to the new area. Because we do know there's a brand new area we get to explore at some point in this game. The new additions to the Manon ship. I mean, the White Whale 2. Totally, we just completely took over. You know, a typical Earthling just colonizing things. We're just a bunch of colonizers, is all we are.
Not sure if it's the friend, but someone was here recently.
Seems so. Except nobody's here now.
Maybe she already pack up and leave?
I like how Tatsu's up there. Say you probably missed her leaving for NLA. Insists that she's still around somewhere. I'll disagree because I like to disagree with Tatsu.
If she'd already left, I'd expect to see signs of hurried packing, and I don't.
Yeah, her fire's still going.
And she evidently didn't extinguish the campfire.
Oh, I gotta be an Elma on the same wavelength.
That was close by.
Let's go.
Camper's code number 1, chat. Don't leave your campfire unattended. If you're gonna leave, make sure to put it all the way out. Only you can prevent forest fires, and so far this person's not doing a good job of preventing forest fires. Okay, we just start shooting at it. Leave her alone.
Are you okay?
Yes, quite fine.
Let us handle things here. You run.
Not have to tell twice.
Time to go into maximum overdrive.
Maximum overdrive.
Also, I have to say, man, the world of Xenoblade X already looked incredible, but the addition of this giant spaceship here and these giant balls just make this place look even more insane. How did they make Mira look even cooler than it already did?
Name is Omomo.
Omomo?
Hello, I'm Lynn. You're not hurt, are you?
Not even scratch.
Omomo, I'm Elma. We wanted to ask, do you know a woman by the name of Kylie?
Kylie? Of course Omomo knows. Kylie is best friend.
Best friend? You two are that close?
Exactly so. Before, one time Omomo was picking veggies and was attacked by wild critters like today. Omomo wanted to flee, but Omomo no longer sprightly like used to be. So Omomo trip on face and take bad tumble instead of flee. Just as life flashed before eyes, friend Kylie suddenly show up and bash whole pack of critters squarely on heads. She carry Omomo back to hut and even apply dressings to wounds of Omomo. And since then, periodically visit here to check up on Omomo's well-being.
Wow, all that. She's very kind.
Heart of Kylie is soft like dough. Every time she visits, she never failed to bring along lovely foodstuffs and other gifts. That's why Omomo also do her best to repay kindness with plenty of home-cooked snacks.
Tatsu could go for home-cooked snack also.
Please make a food joke, please make a food joke, please make a food
Is
joke.
friend Kylie doing well?
Yeah, she's peachy. As a matter of fact, she's the one that asked us to come here.
Oh! Kylie is one who speak to friends?
Yes.
There hasn't been too much Napon shenanigans in this epilogue, so I kinda like this nice little...
Omomo, see. Omomo has been burden on Kylie, and also big burden on friends.
Change of tone.
Very sorry.
This epilogue has been very serious.
Whatsoever. It is our job, after all. In fact, since we're already here, you can come with us to NLA.
Omomo will be staying right here. Apologies that friends had to come all this way. Sorry for hassle.
Huh? But why?
Hubby Pawn of Omomo rest peacefully here.
Aww.
But this planet's gonna disappear.
Omomo know that. However, Hubby Pawn always got lonely very easily. That's why Omomo cannot leave Hubby Pawn here alone. Omomo could never.
My heart.
I get that, but still. Surely your husband wouldn't want you to die here for him.
That may be true, yes. Even so, Omomo not asking friends to understand.
And how do you think Kylie will feel about this? Isn't she your best friend?
Meh.
Omomo, I can empathize with you about wanting to stay with your loved one. It's just, are you sure that's the only reason?
Meh?
There's something else, isn't there?
Uh-oh, called out.
Omomo not wish to be burdened to anyone.
The piano version of the song?
That right. To family, to Little Pawn, who have lots of Little Pawn also. By now, they all safely in New LA.
Really? Then you should join them.
Omomo already Granny Pawn. Often struggled to keep up with shenanigans. When that happened, without fail, everyone fuss and try to help out. But making new life in new environment take lots of effort and time. Incredible hassle. Besides, Omomo is so tired. And honestly, would hate to take away time and effort from every pawn.
That's what you call being a burden?
Precisely. Omomo receive enough kindness already. Yes, ready to meet own end here by side of hubby pawn peacefully. That way, little pawn also then, surely happy.
Surely they'd be happier if you were with them. There's no reason for you not to impose on them. Please, you can't just give up on living like this. If you stay alive, you can support your family. That's the real way to happiness.
Oh dear, oh dear.
I really like how they're delving into this. Like, it's not super important to the overall, like, story at hand that's going on, but it's an interesting topic. Makes sense that some people might not want to leave. They just want to stay here. I like it. So everyone should get to decide for themselves. Suggest bringing her back anyway. I mean, oh, man. It's their life. It's their choice. They can do what they want, you know? We can't just force them. But at the same time, what I do? I don't know. Do we force? Chat, help. Help. I can't make... This is a tough decision, chat. Help me. If they do not help her, I might unsub. Lauren's like, help her or I'm unsubbing. We're gonna save her. I'm sorry. My body, my choice, but I'm forcing you.
No. Let her be. It's her choice to stay behind. We can't move her by force.
Okay.
Besides, it may seem cold, but there are others out there who want to come to NLA. They need our help. We'll be better used elsewhere.
Yeah, we need to help the people who actually want help.
Omomo, you've made your feelings clear. Please, don't worry about your family. I promise you, we'll get them safely to a new world.
Omomo, count on friends. And very sorry for making friends sad.
No. I'm sorry for speaking out of turn. I didn't consider your feelings.
Friend did nothing of the sort. Omomo was happy that friend cared enough to speak mind. Very lovely.
Omomo, if you change your mind, contact us anytime.
Is this not the Silva thing?
Thank you very much. Omomo will not forget words of friend.
Well, let's get the news back to Kylie.
Dude, that's good. That's a good stuff, man. It sounds like it could be a Xenoblade title theme.
Was this the right answer?
I don't think there was one. One thing's certain. We must move forward, whatever the outcome. And that's it.
Oh, hi! Perfect timing. I was just about to head out to meet Omomo.
Huh? Meet Omomo?
Yeah. I just had a message from her asking for help with her luggage. She says she can't carry it alone.
Oh, she's gonna come! She's gonna come on the ship!
But didn't she...
Oh, she told me everything. I know she'd been planning on staying here.
Right, she was. I thought I knew better than she did.
Well, she said she'd done some thinking about what you told her. Like she'd fallen into this mistaken feeling that she had to rely on others. And she felt that she was running away from her own responsibilities.
Poor thing.
Guys, I'm sorry. It's gotten into you.
We'll see. I had a hunch that Omomo might not want to come. But it's like every time we met, she always seemed to act so zen. I never managed to ask.
Instead, you wanted us to.
Yeah.
And in the end, Lynn managed to get through to her.
Hey, enough of that.
No, it really is all thanks to you, Lynn. If it was me, I'd have just listened to her talk. I wouldn't have been able to speak my mind. But it's taught me something. How important it is to say what you're feeling, what it achieves. Thank you for that.
Life lessons with Xenoblade.
Kylie, please, you're making me self-conscious.
Lindley is modern-day saint!
Tatsu!
Go on now, don't keep Omomo waiting.
Right, you are. Everyone, thanks so very much, again.
Lynn, happy now?
Yeah!
Yay! Omomo.
I just couldn't figure it out. How the Ares could keep running, just as normal, even though all its cores got torn right out. But it's because of you, isn't it?
Don't want to dwell on it, but yeah.
You know, looking at you, I get the feeling we're a step closer to solving the great mystery of where in the body the human spirit resides.
Huh.
I think the spirit isn't something one human body can contain. And it's not part of the consciousness packaged inside a mimeosome either. Other people can reflect someone's way of thinking, even their way of being. Which means that a person's spirit can exist in every other person whose life they touch. That's how I see it now.
No such thing as a soul that exists in isolation, huh?
It's like that with you. Your spirit lives inside everyone who thinks of you as the hero. And my spirit? It exists in everyone who's been kind enough to make the effort to get to know me. And so, the spirit of Lao, who held on to his memories of me until his very end, it has to be within me too.
Dang.
If you never came back, I might never have realized.
That's not true, Lynn. You knew it all along.
Huh?
You feel others' spirits, just the same way that you do your own. That's all it took, no more. For you to become Lao's final hope. Be proud.
What did I say earlier about it? Lynn just been depressed and like on the brink of tears this entire stream.
Okay, who'll be searching for next?
I'll tell you. There's a Blade who departed NLA and hasn't come back in yet. I want you to go pick him up.
You say pick up, so you know where he is.
Yep. Eric, clue these guys in.
Roger that. I'm Eric, curator and captain of the eponymous Team Eric. I'm a bit embarrassed to admit, but it's my subordinate Ted who needs help. Ted is having some trouble accepting the Exodus plan. He said he wasn't going anywhere, then flew off in a huff.
We feared this might happen.
First we left Earth, now we're leaving Mira. You won't be the only one with internal struggles right now.
Yeah, I'm sure. To be perfectly honest, I'm wrestling with it too.
But cannot just carry on in quiet.
Believe me, I've been there too. We're curators. In our line of work, generally, we handle a lot of animals and plants. You start to have a lot of sympathy for the natural world.
I see. Flora and fauna are not part of the Exodus plan.
Right.
It's a thorny one.
Well, the first step's to meet the man and hear him out.
Agreed.
He'll be at the Canopied Nightwood in Noctula. It was the location of our first mission.
Noted.
I appreciate it.
is this still Act 2? Wow. Act 2 doesn't end.
Are you Ted?
Do you talk? Ted talk?
Hey, you're Elma's team.
That's not the voice I expected.
You came out here for me? You didn't have to.
Let me be straight.
Are you normally gay, Elma?
Will you return to NLA? Here's where we are. Your being here right now is dereliction of duty. I won't lie, we could take you into custody.
Look, I can't get on board with it.
Because we're not bringing plants and animals?
Exactly.
You must realize why. The logistical hurdles alone.
Sure. And yet, they're what nurtured this planet. Since way, way before we arrived. And just because we showed up, the whole world's just gonna disappear like that. If I can't stop it, I'd rather go with them.
Okay, we have another Omomo situation where we have somebody who wants to stay on the planet. This is very interesting that we're going around and dealing with these people who want to, or, you know, they want to stay on the planet. They don't really agree with how we're handling things, very much like Lao.
We will respect your decision. But you need to remember that by doing this, you'll be forcing people to leave you behind.
Well, I'm sure you've had time to consider it from all angles by now.
I'm sorry. I know what I'm doing is pointless, but still.
What if Ren took along genetic information?
The genetic information of the plants and animals of Mira?
Like Tatsu say.
I don't think there's any rule against it.
Clever.
That's, yeah, smart for Tatsu.
Tatsu happy friend pick up what Tatsu lay down.
Whew, that's some good thinking for a Nopon.
That's what I
Friend
said.
could have left off that last part.
Our time is limited, though. We won't be able to capture all of it. Verdict?
We'll help you however we can.
Yes, I'm all for. If we can bring even a small memento of Mira's existence to the next universe we live in, I want to make it happen. I can gather the data we need from Noctilum. Can you do the other continents?
Of course.
I've sent you the coordinates for a spot in Primordia that'll make for good data. Best of luck.
Let's move.
Roger.
Genetic information collected.
Looks like Sylvalim's next.
Sylvalum. Every time they say that, I hurt myself.
We're finished.
Wow, that was fast. I guess that's why you're the pros.
Also, we have fast travel.
Up, up.
Up, up.
Up, up.
Up, up. Up, up.
And that's the last of it.
Good work, everyone. Back to Noctilum, then.
I'm ready. I'll go back to NLA.
Really?
Yes. See, while collecting the data, I heard voices. The beings that made this world told me something. To preserve is to cultivate.
I think he's going crazy. Worry he might have inhaled hallucinogens. Yeah, I think he's a little weird.
Not at all. Ted here, he's listened to this world more than anyone. I'm not surprised it spoke to him.
I am.
To preserve is to cultivate, huh? It's true that though this world will perish, we can still plant its seeds. In the next.
Yes, I swear I'll make it happen.
Whoa! Oh, big monkey. Rob Bart, is that you? Oh, multiple. Did
What's the deal?
Did the world tell you about this too?
I'm afraid I may have trespassed on their territory while I was collecting the data earlier.
We'll handle it. You just get to NLA.
As you say.
Okay, you know, he spoke to the world, but the world didn't tell him about this. Who wins in a fight? 4 giant mechs or 2 monkeys? 2 gorillas versus 4 mechs. I think the mechs win. We need to preserve life. Kills 2 giant monkeys. It was self-defense.
Eric's been in touch. He says Ted saw sense and came back. And with a load of data in tow.
You know, we got a bunch of DNA from all the animals on Mira. We're not going to be bringing back those monkeys.
Where is he?
He broke the rules. He'll need to do his time. To discourage the others, shall we say.
If you can't do the time,
I thought as much.
Don't do the crime.
And the genetic data? What about that?
Already added to the White Whale 2's databases.
You cleared it.
Commander, thank you for this.
Mustache Man is big softy.
All right, folks. We'll call it a day. Kudos. You've earned yourselves a break.
This sounds like the end of the act.
There is one more thing.
Oh, Nintendo Direct. One more thing.
The jump drive is online.
You're serious?
I am. Go see for yourselves. The others should already be over there.
We gotta see it.
Yeah, let's.
Oh, what a magnificent system! Not only did you link the Ares drive to the White Whale 2, a nigh impossible task in itself, but to run them in parallel? Thereby allowing the Ares to function as it always did? Hands off to you!
Now to get back the cores from Void, make the...
He's doing what? Taking his pants off?
The credit goes to our allies, chief among them the Manon, who shared much wisdom with us. Humanity could not have done this alone.
You know, I'm starting to think we might just be able to pull off a win.
In Void's contest? Really?
Lynn, now's not the time.
Yes, right. Sorry.
Debbie Downer Lynn.
You're not wrong to have a wafer, Lynn. Ideally, all living creatures, big and small, would not fight, but set their eyes on a new universe while standing knee to knee.
The fact is, when Void faced us, he didn't consider pursuing that possibility. He can't consider it, even in theory. His goal is survival, at the cost of all else, everything and everyone. No more.
What a lonely way to be.
If loneliness is all he knows, is that why he doesn't want anyone else to make it to the next universe? That's why he denies us?
That's right.
Hang on a sec. He claims he's pursued us because he wants to know what death is. When I thought of him as evil, did I get him wrong? Was I too hasty?
No, there's certainly a streak of wickedness in him. He's lonely, insatiable, and curious, too. In a way, he's very pure. But if it ultimately brings him to wish harm upon us, we should call a spade a spade. By any name, his intentions are inscrutable to us, and that's the truth.
It's not like he wants to be screwed anyway. He's alone, and fine with it, right?
What if we just give him a friend?
Trying to suss him out might just tick him off.
Sus!
Although, I doubt that he even has the capacity to get angry.
I gotta say, you really seem to get him.
You trying to make me puke? I guess our minds might have gotten mixed together. Over there, inside of the rift.
Mixed? Such a curious notion.
It's the place where all consciousness flows. Me and Void, we both made it out of there. Doesn't surprise me if things got a little buggy.
So there's a bit of each of you in the other?
Maybe. Though, there's one key difference between me and him.
I fight to secure us a place where we can all belong together. And that's because of a strong passion, something Void can never possess. It's because I love you all.
I love you and all you guys!
Fate fate doesn't lay our path out in front of us. We make it ourselves. Real body or mimeosome doesn't matter. Because we are feeling beings. We fight to survive. Right?
Here it comes, chat.
The White Whale 2 is now complete. Furthermore, all prospective escapees have been relocated to NLA. It's been hard work, but we're at the final stage.
Embark the residents, then retrieve the cores from Void and get going.
That's it. I'm sure you must all be feeling the strain. Stay strong. We'll be needing your services just a while longer. That said, there's still time before the demat effect reaches us. You should get some rest, but don't get lazy. Eddie's dismissed.
Roger! No? Nobody said Roger? They haven't said Roger in a while. And there it goes. Act 2 finally complete. Act 2 is even longer than Act 1, man. I wonder how long Act 3 is. Hopefully Act 3 is nice and meaty, because that's what we're gonna be doing next week on stream. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, feel free to check out my other videos. My name is Mr. Nice Guy, and I will talk to you later. Shoutouts to Ashton, Alistair, Allison, Tiff, Jonah, Sarah, Jamie, Quinn, Rescape, Nintendo Boy, Raymond, Finn, Darth Noodle, Flub, Sunny Day, Brooke, and Lauren for supporting me on Patreon or being a member on my channel.